Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Sorry if the audio is not the best. I normally use a microphone, but I cannot find the adapter for it, so I'm just using my phone's microphone. Hopefully it's not too echoey. So today I wanted to do something very mixed media. I've been a big fan of that lately. I think because I see other people do it. So the base that I'm using is alcohol markers. I use a mix of Copics and the Artist Loft markers. I think it was, I don't know, I think it came out pretty good. It's just, a lot of my skin tones are dying, so I have to do multiple layers for them to even kind of show up. But if you couldn't tell, this art is for the new Pokemon that was just announced. It's Gimmighoul, and it's the coin Pokemon that everyone was talking about. It's kind of gonna be like the Zygarde missions when you played through X and Y, where you had to find all the Zygarde cells. But I guess this Pokemon's gimmick is you're gonna have to find all the coins. So I thought that was interesting, and I really like the lore behind a bunch of different Pokemon, like their Pokédex entries. I was actually drawing some ghost Pokemon yesterday, and me and my friend were at the library, and I showed her, and then she was just asking me about them, and I was just telling her their Pokédex entries and stuff, and yeah, she was like, those are really dark. I was like, yeah, that's because they're ghost Pokemon. But yeah, so Gimmighoul is a ghost type, and I guess he ambushes people and uses his ghost energy to control his target, forcing them to collect coins. I got that off of the Pokemon official site for Scarlet and Violet. I think that's pretty interesting. I don't know. I know every Pokemon has a different backstory and everything. So I guess when he gets 999 coins, people are saying he evolves after you get the 999 coins. But they didn't, as of right now, show an evolution for him. Nor at this time do we have evolutions for the starters. So I'm a little worried. I don't know, that could be really good and that could be really bad. They could be so good that they're hiding them, but then they could be so bad that they're hiding them. So I don't know. It's kind of like when, I think it was Sun and, was it? No. When, well, I feel like every starter evolution has leaked from every previous generation, if I'm not wrong. But I remember, once the Sun and Moon starter final evolutions leaked, people were very indifferent about it, and they were saying no, those have to be fake because they look so weird and so goofy, but they ended up being real. And then when the X and Y starters were revealed, I think someone leaked them through screenshots, and people really didn't like those either. People were trashing on Delphox and Chestnut, and then Greninja was just kind of the default winner out of those three. I actually really like Delphox. I don't know why people hate it so much. I guess because of the ears. I don't know. But yeah, my favorite out of that generation is Delphox. And then for Sun and Moon, I liked Primarina a lot. But yeah, we haven't gotten the final evolution starters as of right now for Scarlet and Violet. So I'm a little concerned. But I'm really excited for the new games. I feel like they're gonna be so different. I don't know, this is gonna be the first main series game that's open world, because we had Legends Arceus or Arceus, however you say it. But that wasn't a a main game. That was more of a, I don't want to say a side game, but something along those lines. It wasn't one of the mainstream games. It wasn't like a Sword and Shield or a Sun and Moon or anything that's introducing a new region. So yeah. So this art is inspired by the Pokédex entry for this Pokemon, and I kind of wanted her to have like these dead looking eyes so that it kind of looks like she's possessed in a way. There was like a little kind of like short backstory that was told with this, and it was basically like a girl found a coin and then she followed this Pokemon and then she just kept collecting coins for the Pokemon, but she didn't realize that that she was being possessed. So that's kind of what I wanted to portray here, and I hope it looks like that. I'm not really sure. Also, this Pokemon is very like kind of like derpy looking. So yeah, I was like a little surprised at the design for him, but it's growing on me a little bit. I think a lot of the designs so far have been really, really solid. Like the starters look solid. All the Pokemon they've announced so far look really solid. I really like Bellybolt. That was the Pokemon I drew in the last video. I like him a lot. I think he's really cute. But yeah, I like all of them so far. I pre-ordered the games last week. I'm kind of upset because there's not like a lot of like pre-order bonuses. Like I think the one that we had here in America was like you get like a bunch of Pokeballs and like some revives or something, which isn't anything. Like I'd rather have like a keychain, a steelbook, something physical, something that's like cool. I don't know. Because my fiance just got the new Call of Duty and like they gave him a poster, you know, and he got a steelbook. So I don't know. I wish we kind of got something like that for Pokemon. I don't know. I feel like other times we've gotten cool like little freebies, but I don't know why for this one they're not really doing a whole lot. But yeah, so I'm just going in here with the, what are these? The Prismacolor. Prismacolor colored pencils, and I kind of just did like this kind of like rainbowy effect around her. I wasn't like intentionally trying to make it a rainbow. It just kind of ended up turning into a rainbow, and I just kind of went with it. But then you do see me go in here and then go over everything with white so that it kind of like blends in with each other. I feel like I saw people do this a lot like back in the day. Like they would use the white colored pencil to either lighten a shade of colored pencil or kind of blend it all out, which I thought was really nice. I don't think I've drawn kind of like a like portrait style drawing like this in a while, like just kind of like a face. So I like doing this a lot. I kind of miss when I used to just do kind of like a lot of portrait style drawings, but yeah, I mean I could always do more. But the girl's design is based off of the silhouette from the video that the Pokemon channel released. She, I guess, was like a little girl with braids, so like that's kind of what I went with. She kind of looks like Anna a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know, that happens a lot. Like something always comes from somewhere. Like what's that saying, like nothing's an original idea, something always comes from somewhere else. So maybe my mind was just on Frozen, I have no clue. But I did notice that my microns were not going over the colored pencil because it is wax. So then I ended up grabbing this black like brush marker. It's the Tombow Furunosuke. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But I actually really like this pen. I use this a lot. And actually, I think I got this because one of my favorite artists use it. I think her name, I don't know how to say her name correctly. It's Gredlutsky. I don't know how to say it, but she does a lot of like comic booky style art, and her art's really pretty, and I think this was the pen she was using, so that's why I ordered it. So I really like it. I'm happy that it was able to go over the the waxiness of the colored pencils, because that's something that's really hard to like go over, because it just gets so like slippery and like a lot of pens will get clogged. So I was happy that it worked. I tried to go in here and do a little bit of touch-up work with my white gel pen here, and some of it worked and some of it didn't. It's just another one of those things that just like gets clogged up a lot, so I was trying really hard to like fix things here and there and just kind of like do the best I can. I did have to go in a little bit and add some paint on top to actually get what I wanted, because I did notice like her hairs her hair, some of the shines were just too like, I don't know, they were just too opaque. Not opaque, they were too transparent, so I had to make them opaque. So I went and I grabbed my apple barrel paint, and it's just cheap acrylic paint you get at Walmart. It was like, I think they're like 50 cents a tube, or maybe they're like $1 now, I don't know. But I just went over the highlights with that because I really wanted like this to pop. I really wanted it to be kind of like a punchy piece. I don't know why. I just really wanted something just kind of like vibrant in your face type of thing. So I went over with like this really light cream color for the highlights in her hair, and I think it came out pretty cute. So let me know if you like this video. Let me know if you're excited for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!